Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. It is a match day 2 preview, Juventus and Bologna. Our first home game of the season, coming off a great win on the weekend against Udinese 3-0. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going on this great train we call Juventus. Welcome back. Okay, so again, when we do my version of the preview, we like to do four key things. It's identifying Bologna's key player, or the opponent's key player. We're going to go over their potential starting 11, what I think they're going to go with, our starting 11, and a weakness that Bologna also has, or the opponent, like I said. So we can start off right away. Again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Like the video, it's free. I always say that. Helps the channel grow and all that stuff. So we'll get started on the key player. So fresh off a contract signing or extension for Bologna, there was a lot of talk of him potentially replacing Berardi at Sassuolo if he was to come to Juventus. There was potential of Orsolini moving on to another club outside of Italy as well, but he put that all to the side and he signed an extension with Bologna. I think until 2020. It doesn't matter. No one cares about that. But he is their. You can see the captain armband around his arm. He's their most creative player. He's the player that could hurt us the most due to his creativity and his technique on the ball. Those are stats from last year. This season, he started on the bench against Milan in their first game, and that's because of the contract transfer market dispute, what was going on there. He wasn't in the best headspace. I don't know if he's going to start on Sunday against us, but I assume he will because everything's been sorted out off the field now. So he is their talisman. He is their key player in my opinion. They have a couple of other good players here and there, but if he is on his game, Bologna could be dangerous to play against. Crafty winger, shifty, all that stuff. Classic, good Italian player on a bottom feeding team. Not bottom, mid-table-ish team. So keep an eye out on him. Again, those stats are from last year. This year, he's played 45 minutes against Milan, and he wasn't great. So it is what it is. We can't just put the stats up from this year because there's barely any. Let me know what you guys think, who the key player is here. Again, if Orsolini's on his game, Bologna has a decent chance against anybody. And that's the truth. So yeah, we'll move on to the next one, to the club's weakness. So of course, Thiago Motta is the coach. This is from what I've seen in preseason and what I've seen throughout, obviously, the first game of the season. They're not defensively great. You can carve them open down the middle. They use actually midfielders out in wider areas, or usually central midfielders out in wide areas, but at the same time, I think they can be easily dealt with through the middle. Can we do that? I'm not sure. We like to play out wide. They do have the left wing, left back situation. They don't play with three at the back like every other Italian team. So it'll be something different. It'll be something different that we can come up against. Moving on to the Bologna, or our starting 11. Sorry, Bologna's starting 11. I added Orsolini. Like last week, he didn't start. Josh Xerxes up top. Indie, another winger. Mora is a okay midfielder, talented. Abisher is a destroyer. Dominguez all around central midfielder. They didn't play like this against Milan, but now with the inclusion of Orsolini, I think they'll tinker a bit. And then you got the guy replacing Cambiaso there in Lico Yanis. You got Posh, who's all right, and then the center backs. The Bukuma guy's new, and Lukumi, I don't even know if I said that right, but that just goes to show who this team is. And Skorupski is usually good against Juventus. Again, you can play through their midfield. Again, if Abisher is not on his game, and if he's asked to shadow Chiesa, I think the midfielders will have an easier game more space. That's a guy like Moretti will have more space. A guy like Rabiot can get into the box, because I think Abisher is a guy who will try and nullify what Chiesa does and help out Posh on the right. I guess their right, our left. So those are that. Now I'm going to go to my starting 11 that I hope plays, or that I think will play. It's the exact same. Why screw with a formation in a lineup that has worked? You shouldn't really tinker with a 3-0 win, especially since you did so well with these 11 at the start of the game against Udinese. At halftime, it's really where everything tailed off, and that's when you took off Moretti and Weah. I think Weah will be okay. I know he took a knock. I don't know if that's why he got taken off, but it is what it is. And yeah, let it roll for now. Let it roll. Locatelli, Rabiot, Moretti, you need a big game from them. Chiesa doing his thing, playing out on the left, and Cambiaso inverting into the middle. Just the defenders, do your job again. Sandro, just don't be an idiot, and I think we'll be fine here. These are quicker previews because, again, there's nothing to really go off of right now. We just know we have somewhat of a style of play with Cambiaso and Chiesa and Vlahovic, and the left side there, and we know that Moretti likes to get further up the field, and Rabiot likes to get into the box and score. So, again, Bologna is Bologna. They are touted to make the top, or make mid-table 12 to 8 range. It should be not a difficult game, but it should be a game where it should be harder than Udinese. I'll say that. The first half of Udinese. I think Bologna have a little bit more quality, of course, but I also think that we're going to be home. We're going to be having more energy and juice now that you came off of that first game and you saw what it meant to those players after they scored their goals. Chiesa loved it, ran right to our supporters in the Udinese section. Vlahovic did the same. Rabiot even did the same when he scored. It's like they have a point to prove, and I think for the first home game of the season, I think they'll try and have that same momentum carrying over, and I think we'll do the business. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you think we're going to win, if you think what the score is going to be, goal scores, all that stuff. If you agree with my formation, again, I think everyone's going to say this is the formation that we're playing with because it worked out, and why change a winning formation? Let me know what you guys think about Bologna and who scares you about them. And yeah, I'll say Juventus 2-0 victory, a goal from Timothy Weah, and I think Locatelli will score a goal. Locatelli and Weah will score the goals to win 2-0. Let me know what you guys think, and I will do the sign-off thing now. Oops. I'll do the sign-off thing now. Please like the video if you haven't already. Free. Helps the channel grow. Follow us on social media at Bianconeri Zone on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Instagram and Facebook. And we'll see you next time. Forza Juve, match day 2. Let's get it.